What do you expect to learn by teaching a graduate school class on innovation?
Oh, well, I think the stock answer is always it depends for anything in graduate school. But I'd say the other stock answer is just how much you don't know. I think that's the challenge and what makes teaching at that level exciting is that you've got people who have real world experience, they'll have knowledge, and you can't just use your authority to give them a once over and tell them they don't know anything, because they do, and they may know more than you. So I think that's to me what's exciting about teaching that class is learning from them and then creating more of an environment where we all can learn from each other quickly.
Yeah. And
they can learn from my experience, and I can create we'll say workshop exercises, a series of curated readings that that will build on and hopefully extend their knowledge and allow them to apply it quickly for their work.
When you think about your existing knowledge of innovation and how you're translating that into a class environment teaching, what are the different elements of innovation where you potentially could learn more?
Yeah, so lately I've become really interested in some ideas around information space, information theory. I think a lot of really good work has been done to understand how a, say, anthropological or contextual inquiry builds up a sense of empathy and understanding for people that they have a hard time articulating. Well, what do they have a hard time articulating? I think is another good question. And what the implication of that is, I think for development and innovation is pretty critical. So if you think back to psychology, a lot of work has been done that shows that most decision making is actually done in a sub or near conscious way, and then we kind of rationalize about it. So we kind of, I think, implicitly understand that there's a lot of information in the world that we know, or our mind knows, not consciously necessarily, that we need to be able to act upon. And I found that designers generally have I'd say an intuitive understanding that they've built up over time through working with different media, and they're working with people. So I think they build up that near an unconscious pattern recognition. And at the same time, that knowledge needs to be abstracted and codified so that it can be communicated to a broader audience of people outside of the people who can touch and feel the thing that they've designed as part of a prototype. Because innovation is a multi and interdisciplinary thing, you have to be able to communicate across language, across the forms of information that the world gives it to you in. So I think teaching is a process of giving language to things that haven't been able to be communicated because they've only existed in the form of Zen knowledge, personal knowledge that only exists within the a person with empathy or the actual person, him or herself. So I think teaching is like writing. It's a way of an opportunity to make sense of it, and also a way to test it out on people and see if it resonates. Is it useful to them, and also does it stay true to what your experience is? So there's this balance you're trying to strike.